Imagine trying to track hundreds of employees using nothing but manila folders. A physical, paper-based human resources department turns basic logistics into a logistical nightmare. Relying on hard copies means losing hours searching for files, printing manuals, and physically mailing documents. All of that friction slows down daily operations and burns through the company budget. Modern organizations solve this by implementing an integrated digital HR suite to specifically streamline how they manage their people. This flowchart outlines the three distinct stages of the digital employee journey. It starts with hiring, moves into training, and continues through day-to-day management. Mastering these digital tools directly targets a business's bottom line. Stripping out the physical paperwork saves time, reduces errors, and ultimately lowers operational costs. The digital hiring journey begins online. Employers post vacancies to job boards or their own websites, allowing candidates to bypass the mail system and upload their CVs and application forms directly. Once those applications roll in, companies use electronic testing to screen the applicant pool. Candidates can take these assessments remotely, either from an office or their own home. This bar chart demonstrates the main advantage of electronic testing. Because the tests are marked automatically, HR instantly quantifies the results and compares candidate abilities side by side to spot top performers. When it's time for interviews, HR turns to video conferencing platforms to connect with those top applicants. This setup lets the interviewer accurately gauge body language while eliminating the expenses of physical travel. By moving the recruitment process online, an organization can cast a much wider net for talent while keeping their financial and logistical costs strictly contained. And after the candidate is hired, the focus shifts to onboarding, primarily through a virtual learning environment, or VLE. This model breaks down the three core functions of a VLE. From the central hub, new hires can access their specific training materials, submit digital assignments, and use discussion boards to chat with experts. Employees access the system from almost anywhere, completing training modules at their chosen time, whether in-office or at home. While a custom VLE does require a high initial investment to set up, it pays for itself over time by cutting out travel expenses and the recurring costs of hiring external specialist trainers. Trainers also support this independent learning with presentation software like PowerPoint, or by hosting online live link tutorials to provide immediate one-on-one help. Learning is no longer restricted to a physical classroom. Digital tools turn employee development into a continuous, flexible, and cost-effective process. For everyday operations, HR relies heavily on database software, like Microsoft Access, to permanently store and manage vast amounts of staff information. This table represents a typical HR database structure. It securely holds personal details, matching each employee's name to their department, qualifications, and performance scores. If a manager needs everyone in a particular branch, they run a quick query. The database instantly filters the records, generating a clean report in seconds. Separate from the main database, the department will typically use spreadsheet software, like Microsoft Excel, to securely process employee payroll and direct bank account details. To handle daily logistics, staff use e-diaries. By allowing employees to view each other's schedules, the system speeds up meeting arrangements and prevents double booking. These electronic calendars are especially critical for organizations that offer their staff flexi-time, where employees have some control over their specific start and finish times. Look at this daily schedule. Managers rely on the e-diary system to ensure that, regardless of how an employee adjusts their outer flexi-time blocks, they are always logged in and present during the mandatory core hours in the middle of the day. By centralizing scheduling and data processing, a company ensures its entire workforce remains organized, trackable, and compliant with operational needs. We've moved far away from those unstable towers of loose paper. Today's HR environment is defined by clean, synchronized digital infrastructure. Technology supports every phase of an employee's career, from the initial internet job search, through VLE-guided training, all the way to daily scheduling with e-diaries and databases. These specific tools are implemented for a very direct reason. They drastically save time, strip away unnecessary financial costs, and keep staff productive. A technologically integrated human resources department acts as the precise digital engine required to run any